Now here are hands. And they are giving these things to people. And what they are saying is that this can replace your hand. And you will be able to do this and do that. And don't think that you are the only one that have access to making this hand mobile. They can do it also. And once you have a piece of your body, any part of your body like this, they can program you to do any damn thing. Read the book Cell by Stephen King. Read his book. Because he is with Aleister Crowley too. Put in Stephen King and Aleister Crowley. I bet you will find him. Here too. They have many different ways to show us what is going on without showing us what is going on. They are making people robotic by nanobots or whatever. Now, how do you know when a person is robotic? You know? Look at that. Wow. The art of transhumanism, they call this art. How do you know if a person is robotic? Because they would be so disrespectful that you cannot even tell them that they are disrespectful. A lot of people become robotic also. Now you can tell they are robotic also. They are very selfish. I mean, sometimes I can be selfish, but Frankie calls that being selfless, and that is okay. Look. Transhumanist bankers. Shaman. Almost shaman. Planned robotic future. They're already turning them into robots, saying, oh, this way we will have less casualties, but someone else will have more. If you are looking like this and you are cutting your hair like this and this is how you look, it is because, see, you are on the wire. Really, you are on the wire. People think this kind of shit is cute to dress like this, you know? Only for pink people because they come out of caves. That's their style. That is not our style. I know I was talking about something, but then I saw this, not that, this. It won't give it to me. I saw that. Transhumanist bankers. And I don't know why they always deal with human, because they are not human. They are mankind. So they want to turn the melanated man into a robot. See, the melanated man here already does everything that robots do where I come from. Look at this. Wow. And a person that can be moved around by nanobots, or you know, they have so many ways to do this shit. There are other people who can explain all of that. They don't have any respect, none whatsoever. I have seen people do things to other people and swear up and down that they are right. But no, you're not right. You are wrong. What you are doing is wrong. You know, that is disrespect. Like if a female knows that this man belongs to another female and she does not care and he does not care, that's called disrespect. Somehow you're on the wire. Something is wrong with your brain cells. Didn't you hear the man say that in the movie about the car? That they would prefer to choose only one mate, and only one mate at a time. So when you choose more than one mate at a time, then you are doing what the pink man wants you to do. And there's a scripture in the Bible where some melanated men want to have more than one wife. They use that scripture to say, no, the scripture says that, you know, in that day, 7 women will take hold to one man. Okay, but it says 7 women, you know, because I think they took female out of the Bible. Well, the 7 women that are going to take hold to one man, those are 7 nations. that one man is a nation, so 7 nations will take hold to one nation. I think it's Deuteronomy 17:17, but I'm not for sure. It says that this is our law, well, my law, where I come from. I don't know your law. I cannot tell you your law. I don't know it. It says that a man shall not multiply gold nor wives unto himself. You see? So, and then that's disrespectful. And then if he gets caught, he'll run back and say, oh, I love you, I love you. How can you love her? You just disrespected her like that. You know? Another thing is like your children, the younger generation, you know, I see how they do their parents as though they run shit, you know? And then you can tell if your child is being robotic, if your child keeps breaking everything in the house, and he seems to be clumsy. That is not your child. That is the handler. He is handling your child to do these things so that you will become upset with your child, and maybe start howling and screaming or something, you know? So now you have upset the harmony in your home. It's funny, the word harmony has harmony and arm and money. So you upset, you know, the balance in your home, the vibrations. And if you are having more frequencies in your home than vibrations, then you are operating on a robotic program. If there's more howling and screaming and arguments and cussing, and I'm not just saying cussing, you know, because sometimes people talk and they just fucking curse, you know, like that. Not like that. But I'm talking about, you know, you're talking loud, you're arguing, you're screaming, you're angry, you have attitudes, then you're operating off of frequencies in your home, and I call it being robotic. You are not operating off of the vibrations that go through the earth. They also go through your home, your body, your mind, your soul, your heart, just like a frequency does. So this is how you know that people are operating on a robotic program. They have become robotic. When you get ready to get on the bus, and then there are elderly people and disabled people, and you see able-bodied old and young people getting in front of them to get on the bus, and then the bus driver does not say, hey, you know, disabled, go first. If none of that shit happens, 9 times out of 10 you are being targeted. But what I want to say on that is they are being robotic, you know. It's like someone is moving them around to do that. And if you are disabled and you get on a bus and there are teenage children sitting in disabled place and the bus driver does not say anything, 9 times out of 10 you are targeted. But they are being moved around as though they are robotic. And I say that because it's just common sense. If someone gets on the bus and they are disabled or they are elderly, it's common sense. It's just common courtesy to get up and allow them to have the seats. That's why the sign is there. And I heard a bus driver tell someone that, yes, the signs are there, but it's not for me to enforce it. It's for the people to know that what common courtesy is. And that's what one bus driver told someone not the other day, this was years ago. And that is true. I wasn't disabled at the time. But you would get there, and there would be females sitting there with their children, or there'll be teenagers. They have skateboards, and the skateboard is in the walkway where you have to say, excuse me. If you're in a wheelchair or on a walker, or you're disabled, and you are walking, and you have to say, excuse me, to someone, to anyone, then that person is being robotic, because they do not even have common sense to know that the wheelchair is coming, or someone in a walker, or someone in a cane, or whatever, and let me, you know, move out the way. Even if it is a elderly person, you know, everyone will be in line, and the elderly person will be like the 10th one in line, you know, Shit, I'm disabled and not a walker. And I'd be like, no, you don't need to be all the way back there. Come up here. And you know what? Up until lately, it can be a pink elderly person, male or female, and I will allow them to come up in front of me, although some will not, because I am disabled, you know. But I am disabled on a walker. I can sit down, you know. So sometimes I tell them that, you know, but sometimes I use my seat for a basket. So if I don't have much, I can hold that in my hand and say, you know, I can sit down if I need to. They cannot sit down. They're this elderly, and nothing's wrong with them, but still, you know. I do that, and because I am not robotic, you know. A robotic person is an apathetic person. A robotic person, when they do something to you and you go to them and you want to speak to them about it, they will not speak to you about it. They will holler and scream as though you are not a person, as though you do not have brain cells, as though you cannot comprehend. And I'm like, you know, Amy would do shit like that. And I used to have to tell her, I don't like that. Don't do that. I am not your child. You know, she did shit like that. And it's just so odd to me how Amy knows so much on this side. Well, so much on this side, they would say. But on this side, she knows not. But I can tell you, what Amy knows, she knows. So do not take what I say, how Amy treated me and others. Just listen to what she is saying about the mind control. And this is why I say take what you need and leave the rest. Just listen to the words that come out of her mouth, you know, sometimes. Because if you can be on a call, if you disagree with Amy, she will straight go off. And everyone on the call knows. I don't actually deal with calls. So this is how you can tell if someone is on the wire or if they are on the wire or if they are being remotely controlled. And either way, to me, damn, I don't even go over here, and there's 3 things. Either way, to me, when you are robotic, they can move you around. You will be robotic or under hypnosis to be a rapper or some form of a celebrity. And now you are under some form of hypnosis or you're just being robotic to give up your ass to another man or take another man's ass or take a man's tree down your throat. You know, you are robotic. Why would you disrespect your body in such a way? You know? And look at the head. Almost like a fucking snake. See, like this, they let me know they want to be royalty. You know? They want to be royalty. The only royalty they will get is Roy. That is in the word destroy. So it is time for school and people are getting up, and I am going to say Lahiro. I will be back. Lahiro means see you later.